We got the integral of 110 divided by e to the negative x plus 1 dx. As our first step, let's bring the 110 outside of the integral. Now this may look a little intimidating, but let's write e to the negative x for what it actually is. 1 over e to the x plus 1. You can now see that we have a fraction in the denominator of a fraction. So to remove it, let's multiply by e to the x over e to the x. And that's within the integral. So this becomes 110 times the integral of e to the x in the numerator, since we did 1 times e to the x, divided by 1 plus e to the x. And that's because we did 1 over e to the x times e to the x, which is just 1. That's where this one comes from. And then plus 1 times e to the x, which is just e to the x dx. Now this is a lot easier to integrate. We can simply do u substitution by letting u equal 1 plus e to the x. So du equals only e to the x dx. So our integral becomes du over u, which I like to write as 1 over u du. Now remember, the integral of 1 over u du is equal to ln, absolute value of u, plus c. So we can rewrite this as 110 times ln of the absolute value of 1 plus e to the x, since that was our u, plus c. But 1 plus e to the x is always going to be positive, since e is just a constant, and regardless of what exponent you put it up to, it will never be negative. It will just become a really small positive number, which added to 1 will never be negative. Which is why we can remove the absolute value brackets and make this just parentheses.